Ashley, Marcy, and who else? I'm just trying to see. Everybody's on here. Okay, so ladies, tonight what I am going to be talking about is referrals and a plan to work with the names that you get. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to probably be showing things that's going to be a little bit backwards for you, but I'm going to start off with this bubble sheet. And what it is, it's a way to keep track of the names that you're contacting. And so that way you don't feel discouraged. And I know over here in this one corner, it talks about, you know, putting an X through it if it's no contact made, like just put a line through it. And then if you made a contact, but no booking, you put an X. And then if you made the contact and had a booking, that you got a booking out of it, then you can fill it in with the full, color it in. So that way, when you're feeling discouraged, you can kind of keep track of how much you are doing. Now, I love this over here on this side, and I'm just going to read it. It says, you fill complete one of these sheets per week. You'll be a team leader in 6 months. Fill 2 of these sheets a week. You'll be a team equals. And this is, I mean, because Mary Kay's not magical. It's based on numbers, right? It's numeral. So you do fill 2 of these sheets, work through 2 of these sheets a week, team leader in 3 months, and probably earn a free car in 6 months. If you do 3 sheets a week, you'll be a team leader equals team leader in 2 months, free car 4 months, director in 6 months. Okay, so that's basically when you fill 3 sheets. Oh,
what?
Somebody want to mute? Who is that? Oh, Tiffany, we can hear you. Thanks, Carol. I didn't know how to do that. Okay, so, and it says on the bottom here, when you're texting, you must get a response to count as an attempt. And then the numbers are all based on who you are contacting. They should be at least 21 years or older, unless they're married, because these are going to be qualified perspectives that you should be able to contact. And you should obtain at least 10 bookings per completed sheet. So out of these, all of these, I think there's 20. I never counted how many circles. Maybe it's 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 times 8. So that's, yeah. 7 times 56. I can't even remember now. My math is bad, but that's basically out of these numbers on here, you should have at least 10 bookings when you fill this sheet. Okay. So now some of these ways of getting referrals are before COVID. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to do it a COVID version. Okay. This one's called Walking Facial Box. So it says to get another consultant to partner up with. And basically what this was walking in an area, knocking door to door. We can't do that now. So what I was thinking, it says to do up a cute basket with the satin hands pampering set in it. And then have in your basket samples of hand cream, cheek colors, eye colors, wrapped up with a business card in it. Make it look really cute and pretty. And you're supposed to have like pens and lookbooks and comfortable shoes, dressed in your Mary Kay outfit with the Mary Kay pin and a big smile, right? We're supposed to be going out. So what I'm thinking is, instead of going door to door, because we can't do that, is when we're out doing our errands, like getting groceries, or you're going to the dentist, or you're going to the doctor, or, you know, whoever you're going out for that appointment for, you take, what I was thinking is take those beautiful color cards that we have, like blue eyes, brown eyes, you know, because they get 3 eyeshadows, they get a lipstick, and I get a blush. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the back of those, there's a spot to stick your business card in. You guys ever notice that on the back of those? I should have grabbed one. Hey, Ashley, haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, right on the very back, when you close these up, see, like, to me, this itself is beautiful, right? But when you close this up on the back here, there is a spot right here in the corner. There's a little, I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a crease in here that you can stick the corners of your business card. I struggle with the one up here because you got product up in on the other side here, but I can manage to stick my business card in there, right? I'm just looking to see, I thought I had a business card right there. Oh, there. So you can stick it right in here. And then you just give that to her. And to me, the other thing is you got to make sure, see how this looks? Isn't this awesome? It's such a cute thing, right? I personally always liked the tent style business cards where you had one side and then the other side you could rip off and have their name and number on there. But what I would maybe even suggest, because is just to have a notebook so you could write there, or actually what they're telling us now to do is just have your phone out there ready to get her number in your phone. So that way she's a contact for you to reach, just to follow up on whether you want to do a draw for the satin hand set that's in that basket, or just to follow up and see what she feels, how she liked the card that you gave her, right? So that's one way to get some names. And I don't know, like when I'm in the grocery line and that poor till lady is ringing up my groceries, I mean, she's standing there all day doing this all day. She's an essential worker, right? So right now what we're trying to do is appreciate essential workers. That's what you, another approach you could do is, instead of doing like a draw at the end of the week for the satin hands, I would just say, I want to bless all the essential workers today. You're one of the ladies. I would love to bless you with one of these color cards, or you can give her a sample of the hand cream, those little samples of hand cream, because I'm sure their hands are pretty raw. I mean, a lot of them wear gloves, so they're not always hand sanitizing, but just make them feel special, right? Just go up to them and just say I personally like to tell them, I want to bless them today for all the hard work they do, and just bless them with this card. And then asked if I could grab their name and number, just to follow up on how they like what I gave them as a gift. Simple. Okay, so that's one way that you could get names for the day. The other, so that's what I call the walking facial box, because we can't put facial box out anymore, right? We can't do that. I mean, I guess we could, but I'm not sure how that would work, because most restaurants in our area are closed right now. They're just takeouts only. The other game, and I personally I didn't like this game. It's called the Desert Island Referral Game. I don't know how many of you guys remember this game. There's a place for 20 names on here, right? So when you're doing, say, your live facials and parties, this could be a game that you guys could play with your ladies, right? You could probably send a copy of this to them through your digital facial, virtual facial party, or your party. And basically, you basically get them to close their eyes and get them to write their name on it. And then up in the little cloud, you get them to write their favorite, their product that they just absolutely would need to put on or have, because they've been on this desert island for a very, very long time. And they see this boat coming, and in this description, they said it's the man of your dreams. Well, I'm married, so I have the man of my dreams. So that's what I had an issue with. But let's say you have not seen your husband forever and he's the one that's coming to rescue you. Or if you're single and you have this, image of this man of your dreams, what would it be, that one product that you would want to put on your face so you could, you're so happy to see your husband, or you're so happy to see your partner, or, this man of your dreams? What would be that one product? That's what they write in that cloud. Okay. So then you ask them, because we've had so much fun at this party and whatnot. You want to know if they would be willing to share this fun with some of their friends. And then of course, you give them 3 minutes or whatever to fill out their names. You could even on here, it shows you the script that you would be saying to their friends of what you would be saying to them for the referral. So, and they get a $10 gift card for all these names. Every name that's on there, you can give them a $10 discount on if there's anything that they want to purchase. So all these names will get like a $10 voucher for a product. So it's, besides getting pampered, they're getting $10 off of whatever maybe they want to purchase. So it's a great deal. Okay. But now, because of COVID, we have to think of different ways of reaching out to our people. So this would be a great way. And it doesn't matter. I mean, when you're doing a party, it could be some new people. Hopefully they'll give you some new people to work with. The other one, and I have personally done this one. I loved this one. It's get 100 names, get 100 leads in 1 week. So basically what you're going to do, and I mean, again, because of COVID, it depends on the situation. Like, you can take a Ziploc baggie and you can put some of the, you put in a skin survey. What you're going to do is you're basically going to do 10 of these up, and you're going to stick, and I photocopied this, and I can post this all on a place where we can get this. I'll get some help because I'm not that techie, but post on the survey. They're filling in you get 10 people to work with you to pass out 10 of these. So 10 times 10 is 100, right? So there's your 100 leads. And you get them all to fill this survey out for you, right? It's asking basically their name, all their information, if they're currently using a skincare line, if they've ever tried Mary Kay before, it's just yes or no. And if so, when, and if they have a consultant or not, right? So right away, if they have a consultant. Personally, sometimes what I'll do is just call them back and thank them for filling out the survey, excited to know they have a Mary Kay consultant, and just thank them for using Mary Kay products, right? And then if they don't have a consultant, you ask, you're on here, it's asking if you offer them a free facial, if they'd be willing to try our products and give their opinion to us. I love that question. And then it says yes or no. And then it even says morning or afternoon, which is better. If you prefer your facial alone or with a few friends. Now with doing them virtual, it's so much easier to get friends on here together with them. And then if they'd be interested even hearing about what Mary Kay has to offer today's women in a part-time or full-time career opportunity. You can even find out if they're interested in hearing about the information about Mary Kay. So this is a great way. So what you're doing is you're doing up 10 of these bags, has the survey in it, it has a pen in it, it has a lookbook in it, and a business card with a few sales slips. And you call 10 women that you know and ask them to help you. And they suggest the chatty Cathy type of people, the ones, that are really bubbly and chatty all the time at work. And you get them to take it to work with them. Although it depends on the person. Like I personally, I don't know if I'd even, I'd just get them to contact their Facebook friends or text their friends and do it that way instead of doing a package. and you can send this all through texting and whatnot. And then you follow up and find out if they got their 10 names. And what I'm just looking here, if you give out the 10 bags and all 10 bags come back, you have 65 to 75 names, because not everybody's going to fill out all 20, all 10, right? That's just how it works. And then not everyone will get the 10. Out of those 25 or 20 to 25 will check they're not interested, or else have a consultant. Out of the 40 to 45 that are left, you call them all. You'll book about 25, and about half of those will hold, and you end up holding 12 to 15 classes. If they average $300 a party, that's almost $5,000 in sales. So I think personally, it's worth the effort to contact 10 of your friends to see if they could have 10 of their friends fill out this survey for you, right? You can just text this survey to them, and then they can share this survey to 10 of their friends. We have to do it COVID versions now, right? And personally, I think if she has, I'm just looking here to see if there's challenge. Okay, it says, this is what you can say. Hi, Betty, I need your help. I've been challenged to get 100 skincare surveys filled out this week, but I don't know 100 women. However, I know 10 women who know 10 women. Would you take 10 of these surveys and ask 9 women at work, or 9 of her friends, to fill them out? For helping me, you can select any item you want at half price. Any item out of the catalog for half price. That's a good deal for her, right? She's gonna get something out of this. And offer her a gift, like again, a hand cream, or a PCP, a preferred customer gift, or something out of our discontinued glamour line. Is some of the, like, to me, I would give her a half item price and plus a hand cream, or maybe even something discontinued, or even one of those color cards. I mean, make it cute so it makes it worth her time to help you find 100 leads. Okay, that's another way to get some referrals. This game is fun. Now, I kind of was looking at the picture. The pictures are a little bit outdated. So this is what we call the tic-tac-toe. So it's one of the baked eye colors, a cream eye color. The Mint Bliss Energizing Lotion was a good one. That's still a lipstick, a lip balm, the oil absorber blotters. So they're not expensive items, right? They're just a more reasonable. And so what you're gonna do, you're gonna ask your friends or your customers, your already Mary Kay loyal customers, who do you know who's overstressed, overcommitted, and underpampered? And right now, I mean, lots of us are stressed. Not so much overcommitted. Well, I shouldn't say that, because overcommitted, because moms are at home working and they're trying to homeschool their kids. So, and they never have time for themselves. So you feel, your friend fills out a person's name under one of these products. Maybe she picks one, like a product that she likes in there, in that square, right? She puts the name and phone number of the adult women, they have to be 18 or older, who you think would love having a free Mary Kay pampering session. And when any of the women listed below hold her appointment, they get to win that prize that's on there, that's on that block. Please be assured that each referral will be handled with the utmost care, and she will also be getting the $10 gift certificate in that lady's name. And it's just a way of her helping you expand your business. So they would get that prize, whatever. If that lady books a time, that's what they get, is that prize. Okay, that's why it's called tic-tac-toe. Okay, does everybody understand that one? I think so. This one's a fun game, actually. I really liked that one. So we're just doing it. We have to do it COVID friendly now. That's the other thing. Like, so to me, again, taking a picture on your phone, texting it to her, just asking for her help for referrals. Okay. Now, scripts when you're calling after they have, you've got a bunch of names to work with. Now, I kind of chuckled because I was going through Marcia's things, and here's one that Carol, our Carol here, used for her bridal shows. Okay. So personally, I really, like when I used to do the trade shows or the bridal shows, I loved calling these names. Now, I had one challenge once where I called the lady and I told her she won for putting her name in, and then I called the next name and it was her friend. So they kind of talked together and realized, well, I won. And she said, well, I won. So they felt that I was being untruthful with them. So I have reworded how when I call these people that have entered my draw. So these people aren't entering a draw, but there are also referrals. So when I'm calling somebody, I tell them I'm so excited because so-and-so gave me your name, and I am so excited because I have this wonderful pampering session that I would love to offer you. So it's not that their name was drawn out of any draw. It's like their name was received from me or from a friend to me, and I'm just wanting to bless them with a great pampering session. So, and I mean, right now with virtual, we're not being there for 2 hours anymore. Like we can do this in like 30 minutes, right? To take them through the skincare, give them a color card, to try on whichever way you're going to do it. It's like 30 minutes and you're done with them. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So that's what I personally do. I call them up and I say, I'm so excited because so-and-so gave me your name and we want to bless you with this great pampering session. And then I go on, is there any, do you work during the day? And if she does, then is evening or weekends better? And, I'm just presuming everybody kind of knows this, but that's my next spiel is, I want to find out, does she have a daytime job, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5? Then is weekends or evenings better? If she doesn't work that type of job, I find out what day. I could book my days full. I didn't have to work evenings or weekends all the time because I would learn how to find out if they had a day off during the week. Okay, so that's Carol's. And then another script I found was from Pat Paul, Marcia's friend. And these were from Welcome Wagon names. Well, we don't even do Welcome Wagon anymore because I think of the privacy thing. But again, it's still, a free pampering session, entitles you to, like you could still do the satin, like I think we still have the satin hands sets. Send that to her as a little pampering session, maybe just to even kind of tweak her a little bit to show how great our products are. Just do a satin hands thing. And then if she really loves that, then it'd say, well, we'd love to give you a full facial pampering and do a virtual party with the skincare, and asked her to invite some of her friends. So that way you've got some more names. And as a hostess, Pat used to do you had to have 2 or more guests. So I always like to pick 4. That's to me a great number to work with. And the hostess would automatically receive $50 in free Mary Kay products, up to 100 Mary Kay products also, but so for half price. So both ways, she's still getting $50, right? So she has a chance to automatically receive $50 for your products. That's if she has 4 guests. Pat has 2 or more, but I would say, 4 guests, 3 guests and herself. She would automatically get $50 free products. And if she spent $100, she could get it for half price. So it still works out to $50. And to me, and there's another way that you can offer hostess gifts as like $25 for having 3 guests, $25 for, $250 in sales. So there's your $50 that way too. And then the 3 guests have to be 18 or older. To follow up on all these leads, Candace Lepke, I think is how you pronounce her, she had the 21-day challenge. So basically what you're going to do, and I love this one because we can do this one, is you sit down and you write down 30 leads, like 30 names, like when all these referrals games that you're going to get names from, this is a way to keep track of them. So you need, basically she had a binder that she kept track. She'd write down every day. She'd have a binder that had, or a book that had the calendars on it, where you could write down all the names, 10 names a day. So 10 names for that one day. You write them down, you print out 21-day challenge script. You use blue, green, yellow, orange, or pink highlighters, a notebook and a planner, and a file system. So again, this is all here. So in the calendar, write down on the calendar, you write down the name and phone numbers of 10 contacts on day 1 of the 21 days. On day 2 of the 21, you write names and numbers of the next 10. And on day 3, you write the next 10. So there's 30 names in, and it can be old customers, it can be new contacts, it doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do on day 1, call the names on your calendar and leave a message, and then text immediately using a good booking script. In highlighter, yellow is if you left a message and sent a text with no reply. Blue if you heard from them. Pink if it's booked. Green if interested in business. And then orange if you spoke but didn't book. So then if they don't reply, you basically, if you didn't get any response or didn't hear from them, you roll their name over to the 3 days ahead on your calendar to call and text again. If they don't reply after the 3rd and 4th attempt, so every time you would roll, like, okay, 3rd and 4th, so you're going to call them, text them. You roll their name ahead again, 3 days more again. Then you make another attempt, call and text. If they still don't reply, you're going to put them in the file to call 2 months from now. So 2 months, you're even going to have names to keep on calling. On day 2, you're going to call the names that you wrote down for day 2. And again, keep moving them ahead. If you don't get them any answers, and you move them ahead. And same with day 4. Day 4 will be calling all 10 of your first leads again, unless somebody booked or said no. And if that happens, file in your 10 calls with addition to leads that you have always been calling, the 10. So the system prevents you from making snap judgments like nobody's calling me back, or this isn't working. And these feelings and thoughts that you might make you quit calling sooner than you should. So this keeps you motivated, right? So you come your day, you open up your plan for the day and you see you've got these 10 names to follow up with. Her texting scripts and everything are right here. So these are cold leads or someone who's won something, a facial box or a booth or trade show or whatever. And that's what I was saying. Like it says, hi, this is Nancy with Mary Kay. I'm calling with some fun news. I just picked your name as one of my winners. I don't say that. I call and say, hey, Sarah, this is Nancy with Mary Kay. I'm calling you with some fun news. I just picked your name out of, for entering our draw. I wouldn't even say that. I'm so excited. You entered our draw for entering our draw at our booth. I'm so excited. You get to have a pampering session as my way of saying thank you to you for entering our draw. That's what I say to them. I'm so excited. I just calling because I'm so excited to say thank you for entering our draw. And my way of saying thank you to you for entering our draw at our booth is to offer you a free pampering session. When are you free? Do you work during the day? I don't, I tell them how, and they're like, really? And then my next question is almost in the same breath, do you work during the daytime? Or which is better for you, weekends or evenings? So, and then that's how I go from there. Okay. And then even for the texting, you just text the same thing. I left you a voicemail earlier today, wanted to make sure you received it. You entered my draw. Congratulations. My way of saying thank you is to offer you the pampering session. Please get back to me ASP. If I don't hear from you, I will follow up in 3 days. So you're letting her know that you're following up in 3 days. Okay. And then I know in here. So so that's the first text. And then if you don't hear from her, you bump her ahead 3 more days. The second text or voicemail is, this is Rachel again with Mary Kay. Just wanted to follow up with regards to you for your pampering session, for entering my draw. Please connect with me when you can. I know you're super busy. Follow up in a couple days if I don't hear from you. Texting the same thing. Left you a quick voicemail, didn't hear back. Want to listen, make sure you didn't miss it. And don't want her to miss out on the option of the awesome pampering session that I want to bless her with. Can't wait to fill you out on all the details. Basically, that's the second. And then the third time, she's texting and saying, following up one last time regarding your pampering session. If I don't hear back from you, I assume you're just super busy and pass it along to another winner for the time being. Then I'll follow up in a couple months. And the same with the text. You're just letting her know that you're not going to bug her anymore. You follow up in a couple of months with her. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I love, and that way you have yourself organized with all these names. Like sometimes, like you're like me, if you're like me at first, I just had names everywhere, like all over the place. And so this is where this bubble sheet comes in. So you can keep track of the ones that get yes, no, whatever. So if you're a person that likes to see progress and see how you're doing with the names, that's one way you can do that. Working the full circle. This is another thing that Candace had in her 21 days of what to, send the hostess a packet, or, this was when we were still doing parties and you're kind of like one-on-one or face-to-face. You were giving her like a packet so she could have everything ready for her guests. I still think we can still give them like extra packets if we're doing virtual parties with them. It's still nice to have a little gift of saying thank you to your hostess. And personally, when I like doing pre-profiling too. You can still do that, even so you kind of got an idea of what type of skin. And ladies, with our skin analyzer app, that is so amazing. Like you get your hostess, get the names of the people that are going to be on your virtual party, get them to send you the skin analyzer app. So then you can address each person when you're virtual, what their skin is requiring, like whether it's the time-wise repair or whether it's the 3D system, and explain. I personally love that skin app because then I can go through there and show them the importance of using the products that are listed there. And I tell them, like, you don't need to start with everything at once, but essentially it's really good if they can have a great cleanser that's designed for their skin needs. It's great to have a great day cream and night cream and that eye cream. Like you can sell them on that basic so easy because they can see the results for themselves of, where their skin is. And right now with our new clinical system, I'm sure our skin analyzer is going to be revamped so we can introduce that. to it as well. But yeah, that skin analyzer, since that's been out, I use that even before COVID. I would take a picture. Now they've got it changed so they can take a selfie of themselves and send it to you, the results. I love that. Then I called them back and I said, so excited with, thank you for sending the skin analyzer app response back to me. And then I go step by step through what that skin analyzer app had on there for them. When you're doing that facial box, I'll go back to that walking facial box. That's another thing you could offer that lady. It's like, I would love to have your opinion, get her to fill that out, send it. Then you could send her off because we have the samples now of that skincare, just to see what she thinks of it, take her step by step through it. It's just so, I mean, so many options that we have now. And I don't know, we just finished up our leadership, and it was so exciting to see Mary Kay leading the way in direct sales right now. That was so exciting for us to hear that. So ladies, I hope I gave you some motivation to get out there and don't stop doing this because we're stuck at home. We still have errands. We still have to go out, and those people are still working in our stores and in the places that, I mean, they have to keep going, right? We still need groceries. We still have to go to the dentist and the doctors. There's still places that we are going. We're not stuck at home all the time. So let's bless these women that are still working. I know I had to have a mammogram here not that long ago. So I did up a package and took it to this lady. She was just like, she couldn't believe it. She goes, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. She was so blessed by that little package that I gave her. She goes, that's never happened to her before. So I made her day, but she made my day because the way she received it. So we can just continue on going out there and blessing women that are still go to work and do their jobs and come home probably thinking, did I catch COVID today? You know, like, I can't imagine what it must be like. I know, well, our daughter works at a grocery store now. And so, I mean, we have not seen, we go in her lineup to see her. She's 2 hours away, so we don't go there a whole lot. So we were there on Friday, for example, because my husband had doctor's appointments there. She wasn't working that day. We couldn't see her. Her birthday is this coming week. So we're not sure if we're going to get to see her. So anyway, she works in a grocery store. I know there was once that one of the staff was COVID tested positive. So she had to go have COVID test herself. So she knew if she had it or not. She didn't, but it was still a scary time for her. So these people that are working in these public places, I mean, they're probably pretty stressed. So it'd be nice for someone like us to come across their counter and just be a blessing to them and speak positive and just, you know, show them lots of love and care. Okay, I think I'm thinking that's all I have for everybody tonight. So any questions? Anybody have any questions about what I talked about? Pretty quiet. Okay, well, I guess I'm hoping that will have encouraged everybody to keep on going with their business and yeah, just have a great time blessing other people. Okay? Okay, well, I guess we'll say goodnight.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Carol.
Thanks.
Okay.